Just a week ago, this was an alfalfa field. They had taken 2 crops off of it already, and now they've plowed it under, and it looks like they have seeded it. It's one of those things that happens in biblical times where they say that every 7 years the land should be left fallow. In other words, left to rest so that it can replenish itself. The interesting thing about alfalfa is it puts nutrients and nitrogen into the ground so that there's very little fertilizer that's needed in order to get a crop the next year. I think God does that spiritually in our lives as well. After a number of years of fruitful service, there are times where He calls us to a time of rest. Biblically, we say it's a sabbatical, and ultimately in most occupations you don't find that happening. But within the context of pastoral ministry, oftentimes after 7 years of service, the pastor is given 3 to 4 months, sometimes 6 months, to take time off, to pause, to rest, to charge up their batteries, as it were. I know that for those who have gone on sabbatical, they come back with a different perspective, and it helps them in their ministry. But I often wonder, what about the rest? What about the others who put 7 years, whether it's teaching or as a mechanic and that sort of stuff? Where's the time of rest and pause for them? I know it's a different kind of thing. It's more physical than it is spiritual. But I think the fact remains that each of us needs periodically to take some time away to reflect. A wise janitor at one of the churches I was at said to me one time, "Gareth, twice a year, for the sake of your family, you have to take a long weekend." By that he meant take Friday off and Monday off, including Saturday and Sunday, and go someplace where, without your kids, he even offered to take care of our kids, because he says it takes the first day or two for you just to unwind, and it takes the next day or so for you to be able to actually begin to focus on what is it we want our marriage to become, what is it we want our life to become. Wise words. Unfortunately, we never took him up on that more than once or twice in our 3 years that we were at the church. But still, nonetheless, there is wisdom in those words. So my question for you today is, where are you taking time to rest, to replenish, and to focus on what is it that God wants to accomplish in your life, even as a senior? Praying for you this morning on my walk. God bless you.